Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about my predictions for the NGS headline, but before we jump into all of that, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate to subscribe as it really helps out the channel. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So we're going to jump straight into this. The first thing I want to talk about are the things that are confirmed. So the first thing is, yes, we are guaranteed a new roadmap. They literally tell us in the YouTube description below that we are going to get a teaser of a new boss that is coming out in February. It's a colossal sized boss. But if you completed the Steel Alliance storyline, you would have known that obviously it's going to be Dark Falls rank 3 or whatever, the second rematch fight or whatever we're going to call it. So we are going to be able to fight Dark Falls again. There's a continuation to that fight. I am very excited to see what mechanics they're going to be throwing into this specific boss fight, because if you've noticed in the Steer region, a lot of the boss fights here have added mechanics. It's not as simple as the old Urgent quests such as the Alio region where it's literally just DPS the boss until it dies. Now there's actual mechanics that they're slowly introducing into the game. So I'm fully expecting this boss fight to be a lot more mechanically challenging compared to all of the other boss fights. Sure, you could probably DPS it down and just ignore all mechanics. However, I'm sure if you actually do the mechanics, it's going to save you a bunch of time and you'll be a lot more efficient while taking these bosses down. Now, the next thing that is confirmed is, of course, the roadmap. We will get a roadmap for next year, starting from February onwards. So it's strange that they're not including January. However, the reason I think they're not including January is because in the NGS headline, they're literally just going to tell us what's new in January. Now, I do recommend you guys to keep a low expectation for January. I do not think they're adding anything too crazy in the month of January. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be another seasonal event. So that is the New Year's seasonal event. And that is why this current seasonal event, the one that we have for December, you may have noticed that the event shop is really barren. There's nothing really in the event shop. And on top of that, there's no maintenance coming on January 3rd. So I don't think the Christmas event shop is actually going to be updated. They're literally just going to roll in the New Year's seasonal update. And that's just going to go on top of the Christmas update. That's what I think is going on. They're just going to stack it on top of each other. And the main reason I say this is because it is currently Christmas in Japan. And this means that the developer team is on vacation. They literally have like a 4-week vacation where, yeah, they're not here. They're not going to be in the office. They're not going to be working on updates or anything. They're having family time. And this is pretty much the only time where the developers get like a substantial amount of time to just relax and unwind and actually spend time with their families instead of just overworking themselves to death in the office. So in my personal opinion, I say, you know what? They deserve it. I'm not going to die if I have 4 weeks of no content in NGS anyway. You know, we've been conditioned for like what, the past 2 years of just drip feeding. So come on guys, 4 weeks, let the developers have their time off. They're going to just rest up. They're going to have a good time with their family, catch up, all that stuff. And in game, you know, it's not going to be very crazy. We're just going to have a seasonal event of some sort. I bet your butts we're going to get a bunch of AC scratches again. And it's just going to be pretty much on life support mode until we get the big update in February where we're going to get the new Dark Falls fight. We're probably going to get some sort of gun/teaser. I don't think it's going to come in February because they like to stagger their updates. So in January, we are getting the New Year's seasonal event. However, on top of that, we are also getting the expansion of Stia. So it might not be a very big expansion. We're probably just going to get the extra combat zone. They did confirm that in a tweet, I believe, or on their official forums. I forgot where they did it, but they did confirm that we are getting a new combat zone in January. So, you know, that could be some sort of incentive. That's quote unquote new content, I suppose. But just, you know, January is pretty much going to be pretty bare bones. There's nothing too crazy about that. February is going to be that new boss fight, of course, Dark Falls, whatever they're going to call it. So we're going to get that. And then in March, they might drop the gun/class just to give us a little bit more content, buy themselves a little bit more time. And then in April, I believe this is where the personal quarters and the alliance quarters are supposed to drop, but they did say spring of next year. So I believe sometime in April is when we're going to be able to get access to the personal quarters as well as the alliance quarters. And then in May, we're probably going to get a teaser of what the next big region is. You know, if we go to space, where we're going, all of that stuff. And then in June is the actual big expansion that comes in. And I would not be surprised at all if we got a full gear rehaul. So you know how we currently have like stat 4s and all of that stuff? I wouldn't be surprised if now until June, we just slowly get like stat 5s, and then we get like all the other capsules, and then it'll probably just taper off there. But maybe we'll get some higher rarity weapons or armors, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy upgrade wise. I think they're all just going to be relatively minor upgrades or side grades. And then when we get that big expansion in June, I think we're just getting a system rehaul 2.0. I think what's going to happen to all of our gear is it's just going to be obsolete. We're going to go to this new planet and gear is just going to be totally different there. You know, maybe our baseline is going to be like 10-star rarity weapons or even 12 stars. And then we're going to max out at like 15 stars. And then the upgrade system is going to be totally different, where, you know, you get your baseline weapon, you upgrade that, and then you just build more future weapons from it. A little bit similar to like base PSO2 near the end game, where we were in like episode 5 and episode 6, where all of our weapons kind of mattered because you needed to collect all of these different weapons to combine them together to upgrade them into like the best of the best. I think they're going to return to that formula. However, they just need a little bit more time to flesh out the system, which is why I think in June we're just going to get a full system rehaul, and basically all of our gear is just going to be pretty much obsolete when June kicks in. That is my predictions, which is why right now they're making it like really easy for people to min-max gear right now, because they're like, listen man, you know, you can enjoy all of your maxed out gear until June. That's like a good 6 months. So invest now, you know, dump all your money, whatever, get all the best gear, best in slot, and you're good to go for the next 6 months. And then after 6 months, you know, most people have probably upgraded everything, maxed out everything, and are probably a little bit bored and looking for the next big upgrade. And boom, we're going to hit them with this huge upgrade system, you know, gear 2.0 or whatever, and everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. And that is my prediction for the NGS headline as well as the roadmap. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye.
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals that boosts the rest?